Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be presenting our project, Protection Against Reconnaissance and Scan Attacks. My name is Robert Schmidt, and I'll be joined by Jordana Maciel. This project explores critical strategies to mitigate scan attacks and secure network infrastructure. Here's an overview of what we'll cover. We'll start with the project description, then move through background information, then infrastructure and experience, and end with a hands-on demonstration and our conclusions. Our objective is to understand reconnaissance and networking security and mitigate scan attacks. We focus on reconnaissance techniques, such as port scans and host sweeps, the use of next generation firewalls or NGFWs to prevent unauthorized data collection. This highlights the importance of proactive network defense. Let's talk about the background. Firewalls monitor and block unauthorized traffic. NGFWs offer advanced protection with zone segmentation and zone protection profiles, which are critical in defending reconnaissance tactics like port scans. Reconnaissance attacks attempt to map networks to detect vulnerabilities. Tools like Nmap, Nping, and hping-3 allow attackers or penetration testers to scan for open ports or simulate attacks. These methods are often the precursor to more severe exploits. Nmap scans for open hosts and ports, and its flags can modify scans for stealth and aggression. hping-3 generates and manipulates network packets, often for flood attacks. Understanding these tools is key to both offensive and defensive strategies. Our system topology includes a DMZ server, web server, and a compromised internal client. These are segmented into distinct zones: the user network, the extranet, and the internet. A virtual router connects these zones while enabling segmentation and security. We modeled a scenario where the internal client was compromised, initiating an Nmap reconnaissance attack on the web server. The attacker's end goal was to identify vulnerabilities and then exploit them in the hping-3 flood attack. This could compromise the DMZ, causing data breaches and disrupt services. In our experiment, we used specific Nmap and hping-3 commands to simulate attacks. For example, an Nmap TCP port scan and a record route command mapped the network. The hping-3 flood attack targeted vulnerable ports, simulating a denial of service scenario. Now let's move on to the demo. This demo will be done by Jordana Maciel. Let's go see what she's up to.
Thanks, Robert. Let's begin with the demo. We are going to split this demo in three sections. The first section is going to be executing the reconnaissance attack against the web server without the firewall policies. The section two will show the proposed solution to reconnaissance attacks by our zone policies. And the third section, it's going to be doing the attack on the web server again, but with the policies in place. I'm going to run the first command. And the first command, it's a port scan with aggressive settings designed to quickly scan open ports on a target. And you can see he scanned 5 ports. And for the second command, we're going to be using the SP, which it performs a ping scan, and the IP option R, which is basically sets the record route option, which tracks the package to map the network. As you can see, the command pinged the entire network, giving us an output that maps the network, as well showing all available hosts on the network. And now we're gonna go to the firewall so I can show you the thread logs. And as you can see, nothing was detected. We performed the reconnaissance attacks and nothing was detected. Now we are going to start on the second section of the demo. We have set 2 policies on a zone protection profile, one to stop TCP port scans and another to stop IP record routes. So let's start with the TCP port scans. This configuration works by monitoring incoming traffic for suspicious patterns that have the properties of a port scan. Once this event is detected twice, as shown in the 3 showed event section, the IP will be blocked from its source destination as shown in the actions sections. Now let's transition to the configuration designed to stop IP record routes. This configuration has the firewall look for packets with the specific IP headers. By examining the IP headers, the firewall will notice any suspicious IP headers which are made for tracing the network. The firewall will then drop these packets, preventing the threat actor from determining the network path or hosts. Now we are going to start section 3, performing the same reconnaissance attack in section 1 after applying the zone protection profile policies. And here's the first command. Now I'm going to show you the thread logs. And as you can see, the first time we are not able to detect the reconnaissance attack, but after changing the zone profile policies, now we are able to detect the attack and block the IP. And I am going to run the second command from the first section. As you can see, we are not able to run the command. And now I'm gonna go to the firewall. And you can see that the reconnaissance attacks failed, and we were able to stop the attack with the new zone profile policies that are in place. And this concludes our demo, and I'm gonna give it back to Robert.
Thank you so much, Jordana, for the demo. As seen in the demo, it confirms that properly configured zone protection policies can prevent reconnaissance attacks. And with NGFWs, we mitigated those threats and validated them using firewall logs. This highlights the practicality of proactive network security. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.